Before we get too deep into today's video, I want to thank you guys for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel or you just haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500,000 subscribers, and I'd like to hit it at some point in time. Without any further ado, though, let's get into today's video. I know, I'm looking a little bit like a hypocrite here, but look, there are literally YouTube channels that have made Nintendo Direct videos. They made 10 Nintendo Direct videos in January. In January. Like leaks, this, that, and the other, the start of January. I'm just coming along towards the tail end of the month and talking about things. I, of course, talked a few weeks ago about the Direct hoopla, and everyone just kind of needed to calm down a little bit till we get to, you know, a more respectable time point of when things were allegedly going to start happening. February Nintendo Directs aren't necessarily uncommon. I mean, you usually get some sort of presentation for Nintendo talking about what's going on. You obviously have to talk about some games. You know, one of the 3 games that Nintendo has for the first half of 2023 has already released with Fire Emblem Engage. Really good game, man. I haven't talked about it on the channel really, but I actually really enjoy it because the story is like kind of, you know, it's not a great story. It's kind of non-existent, but like that's what I like about it. I don't have to worry about like schools and crap like that. Just give me the gameplay, and the gameplay is super good. You got the little Kirby, you got of course Tears of the Kingdom. We made a video talking a couple days ago about some updates on the back end of things within the Nintendo Switch as far as Tears of the Kingdom and Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp were concerned. So it seemed like Direct hoopla, Direct hype was starting to grow. And now today, this actually just happened like 30 minutes ago at the time of the filming of this video. Gaming Leaks and Rumors Reddit just dropped sort of a bombshell here. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what this is where people discuss like the latest leaks and rumors and things of that nature. The consensus is this is actually a place that you can trust for information because all the information is heavily vetted. And basically, if you're someone who constantly goes in there and, you know, makes false claims and stuff like that, you'll get banned. You'll get banned instantaneously. You're on a very short leash there. MVG is actually banned from Gaming Leaks and Rumors Reddit because he thought that at last year's E3, Banjo-Kazooie was going to be there for Xbox, and they took it as he was sort of leaking that factually, and they banned him from there. So he's still banned from there. So to say like you have a short leash isn't like an understatement or anything like that. Well, this just went up, and this is some very interesting information. I did look at this person. I'm Enthalon, whatever. I don't know. I can't read. They are indeed a mod for this board. You know, they've been around for 8 years. Good karma. I don't know how Reddit works. I don't Reddit or anything like that. Nintendo Rumors provided 2 mods. A user who would prefer to stay anonymous has reached out to the mod team with proof that a Nintendo Direct is scheduled for the 7th of February. Now, the time of the filming of this video is Tuesday the 31st, so this would be 1 week from today, Tuesday the 7th. Among this proof also provided knowledge that there isn't plans for a new Switch/successor to the Switch this year, and that Nintendo is only beginning to work closer with Chinese manufacturers. Having looked at the proof firsthand and spoken with other mods, we cannot confirm this to be legit, but we can also not prove that it is false, and with the permission of the user that contacted us, we wanted to share the hopefully good news with you all. So this is actually something kind of interesting because I feel like it's a twofold thing. I feel like, you know, if there was no smoke with this, like, I don't think they would have went along with this. You know, what would be the point of posting this saying that, you know, if it looked like super fake, for instance, if it looked super silly, why would they even, you know, comment on this? Why would they even bring this to the forum's attention if indeed, you know, they thought it was completely false? Now, what this proof is and what this proof consists of, you know, that's hard to say. That would be something I'm not even quite sure, like maybe some stills from the presentation. You got to remember, though, there's a lot of working parts that go into a Nintendo Direct because other companies are involved with it. Outside companies are involved with the Nintendo Direct as well, such as third-party companies. So if you have a third-party developer or something who's doing a presentation, who has a trailer in a game that's happening on February 7th, I mean, that's kind of grounds to believe, especially if that game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, that's kind of grounds to believe that this would be on a Nintendo Direct or a Nintendo Direct Mini. One thing that I have heard, actually, though, and I do want to clarify this, is that when developers are contacted to be a part of a Nintendo Direct, they don't know if it's a mini or if it's a full-on Nintendo Direct, whatever they're submitting. Obviously, I would assume, like we had the one with Monster Hunter Rise, I would assume Capcom knew, but I am not even sure of that. It seems like they just say a direct presentation and then they sort of do it however they want to. Now, obviously, an indie world is different than that. So what is this proof? It's tough to say. You know, the whole no Switch successor this year, and that they're just starting to work closer with Chinese manufacturers. Once again, I don't see a correlation between those two things. I don't see how a Nintendo Direct happening next week has anything to do with future Nintendo Switch hardware. I think we can all agree that there's not going to be a new Nintendo Switch that at least releases this year. Nintendo is indeed doing the unthinkable and expanding upon, you know, the current Switch and upping the Switch's production cycle in the 6th year, which is just absolutely bizarre to me, unless there is some sort of, you know, variant, we'll say, not a all new system. It's a very weird thing. There's another caveat that goes alongside of this, though, that I do want to bring to your guys' attention, and that is that there is an investors meeting on February 7th in Japan. Now, obviously, if the Direct is happening here on the 7th, there's a 12-hour difference, so it could happen before. Let me think. Japan is ahead of us, so this would happen after. Yes, this would happen after, I believe. God, yeah. It would happen after the 7th in Japan. So this would happen after the investors meeting, which is kind of strange to me that they would line this up on the same day. Most directs are on a Wednesday. This is a Tuesday. I don't know. What do I think of all of this, though? Do I think that February 7th is indeed the date? I mean, it could be. The only reason I'm talking about this is because, A, I didn't really have anything else to talk about today, and 2, the fact that this was posted on Gaming Leaks and Rumors Reddit. It seemed like there was enough, you know, information that was provided that looked factually correct. Sometimes the most prevalent information that you get, the information that looks the realest, of course, can indeed be the fakest, but I tend to believe that maybe there is something to this. I mean, at the end of the day, let's just call a spade a spade. More than likely, there's going to be a February Nintendo Direct. If it were to happen on the 7th, I don't think anyone would be super surprised. You have a reason for a Nintendo Direct. You got to talk about games. So it shouldn't come as a huge shock. But I just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. Personally, I do hope it happens on the 7th because the 14th I have to get an ultrasound and the 20th I have a doctor's appointment. So those 2 days are not good for me. How romantic is that? I got to get a kidney ultrasound on Valentine's Day. It's great. So I'm team February 7th, but I also understand if this is just, you know, a good guess. Like, is it really that crazy? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. Like I said at the start, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell notification as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.